Hi Aquarius, welcome to your life after the retrograde forecast. I'll be doing 4 different spread using 4 different decks. I'll be starting with the relationship right now, hurt feelings, followed by what do I need to learn and where do we go from here. And of course your oracle cards. So let's take a look. What's going to be coming your way? Ooh, Aquarius. You know, I don't see anything bad that's happening and going on in your relationship. It's just that there's just too much impracticality and too much materialism. Okay? And there needs to be some sort of an imbalance, plus financial imbalance. Let's take a look about your hurt spread. All right. There. Okay. Currently you are celebrating a lot of achievements and success financially. It looks like whatever that you have been working hard both, you know, especially if you are in a business both, you know, you're enjoying the fruits of your labor and the fruits of your hard work. Yet I feel like this is also what's been, you know, blocking and coming in between your relationship. I feel like you need to understand the sometimes your partner acts a little bit weird, or sometimes they will just get silent or keep quiet about something, and sometimes they're just gonna walk away. It is because that, you know, sometimes they don't feel like they are a part of your world, or sometimes they don't really feel like you include them in your plans or you include them in your success. I don't see any third party whatsoever, but I feel like there is only something that needs to be changed, and you only need to be reminded that during those times that you are struggling and trying to make it to the top, your partner has always been there for you and been trying to support you all the way. But now that you've already reached the peak of your success, don't forget those people who have supported you when you were nobody before. Okay? Now, there are a lot of things that your partner has been keeping from you. This is not a lie, but more likely the emotional hurt, pain, anguish, unfulfilled promises, you know, the dates that you have promised, or the anniversaries that you have almost forgotten, the gifts that, you know, it wasn't really that much effort. I feel like it's time for you to start turning back, or start, you know, spinning 360 degrees. Where did you go wrong? I feel like you have a very good and warm domestic life, but not all, I mean, not everything will be run and will be governed by money or finances. I mean, you already have what you need, you already have what you know, what you want. And you have gone through a lot of struggles in the past. You know, I actually understand where you're coming from, but that's not all there is. It's time for you to take your partner or pamper your partner to something where they can feel free and, happy. And just by giving your attention to them, it already makes them happy. It doesn't always have to be material stuff like new phone, new car, new jewelry, or whatsoever. I feel like it's something non-material, and it's something that money can't buy. That is one thing that they want from you. But aside from that, your partner is kind of looking for an outlet. And if ever that you're not going to pay attention to your relationship, they want to go away, or they want the relationship to end, because they feel like they're still sleeping, or they're still with someone that they don't know anymore. Okay, it's like they feel like they're already with a stranger and they don't know who you are anymore. So you, on the other hand, you need to reflect, you need to think. The other person feels like, who do you think you are? It's like you have changed with all the success that you have, that you have gone through, that you have accepted, the praises and the other things. It's like they feel like you're too egocentric now. You want to be happy, and you feel like your world is finally complete and you have finally come to a full completion. But the person that you're with right now is still looking back into when things were still simple, when things were still fresh, when you were still together, when you were still, trying to make it through, and when you still both love each other so much, when you were still building your dreams in your family. And I feel like the other person wants to, find themselves first, have a break, and travel. Okay, move away for a little while. I don't see any separation, hopefully, with the, with the where do we go from here spreads. Hopefully it will not come out from that. But right now, your situation right now, your partner wants to find themselves, wants to have a space, and wants to have a little breather. They want to, there are times that they want to crumble down, but they cannot really find the right person to turn to, or to ask for help, or to ask for an advice, because all their lives they made you as their world, and they have, centralized everything to you just to support you. So I feel like it's time for you to pay back all those love, support, and affection that they have given you. You have already achieved, and you have already been successful with all the things that you really want to have in your life. And now it's time for you to pay attention to them. Okay? Now, the hurt process. You need to learn how to balance. As I've said, it's not always about work, it's not always about money. You also need to learn how to communicate. It's not always about the material stuff that can make them happy. And whenever they are, whenever there's something that you need to apologize to, you gotta just send something like out of the box and, expect that they're gonna be happy. Even if it's the most expensive jewelry. Okay? Especially if you're with an earth sign. Yeah, especially if you're with an earth sign. And there are a lot of times that you have failed your partner with your promises, with your time, with your focus, with your priorities. And hopefully you won't be entertaining yourself with some temptations around. You know how it is when people reach the top, that there will be a lot of temptations that could diversify your attention and your emotion. Now, your partner, if ever that you're not going to change, and if ever that things in your relationship won't change, and you're not going to address their concerns or their, your problems in your relationship, they want a divorce. Okay? They want things to end, and they want things to, this is just their way of thinking right now. I'm not saying that the two of you will be parting ways. Okay? And they're just masking their feelings. They're not telling you the truth, that they are so hurt, disappointed, and longing for your attention. They feel very much established, and they feel, happy and contented with whatever they have. And they are wishing for you to have time for your family and for you to be whole again. Alright? Now let's take a look at your what do I need to learn and where do you go from here. By the way, the pre-recorded video service page, we will be dividing it into different categories. So there will be separate pages for singles, couples, and healing services. So it'll be easier than that. It'll be easier than just browsing in one page and, you know, scrolling through all the contents. This is what you need to learn about love. This is what you need to learn about life. And this is what you need to learn about your future self and endeavors. Where do you go from here? You know, if there is actually a fire sign person involved in your life, or you're kind of getting a little bit attracted, be very careful, okay? Alright. Be neglecting your family. Alright. Now, the thing that you need to learn about love, you need to be a little bit more sensitive to other people's needs and emotions. Even if they say, I'm okay. You know, sometimes it's not okay. They're just saying it for the heck of, you know, for your own peace of mind because they don't want you to get worried. But sometimes you need to be more attuned to their emotions, to their feelings, to their wallowings and stuff like that. And I feel like you also need to be a little bit more considerate. Okay, not every time they need the things that you're providing them. Okay, because I feel like it's also time for you to like start observing your partner, if they are telling the truth or if they are just getting so tired. I don't see any third party from your partner's side, but more on from your side. There will be a temptation, or there is a temptation, you know, that is already in your life, or that is about to come into your life, which is a fire sign. Now, the things that you need to learn about life, I know that you want to achieve so much because you have gone through a lot of hardships, difficulties, downfalls, people who just put you down and belittled you and looked down on you. And this is all your time to shine. But don't forget those people who have actually, you know, supported you all the way when you were still starting. Now, the things that you need to learn about your future life and endeavors. You are so afraid not to get successful, and you're always afraid of brand new beginnings. We all start from that. And I feel like there's nothing that you need to worry about it, because if you made it, you know, if you made it through the storm, you've already come out as a new person, and now you don't really have to worry about going through another storm. Because you've already learned so much, and you're more well experienced now and more matured. Don't be afraid of changes, or even to act or make them. Okay? Now, where do you go from here? Don't be so defensive. And don't be too argumentative. Don't be too forceful. And don't be too dominant. You need to be a little bit more open-minded, less force, and try to listen more rather than keep on talking. Okay? Your relationship right now could still be saved, especially if you're not with a fire sign, or you are with someone who's an earth sign or a water sign. Okay? Your relationship could still be saved. The key is with you, and only you can resolve the situation, because your partner is only waiting for your initiative and action. That if you're not going to make any step to save up this relationship, then they're going to be gone. Okay, they're even ready to sign the papers, or they're even willing to file for the papers themselves. Now, you will feel so stuck in a situation because, like what I said, you're so afraid of brand new beginnings. Okay, now you will try to hold on to the relationship, especially if you already have some kids. You will try to hold on and sit still for the sake of your family, but then you will continuously waste your opportunity and your chance to save up your relationship, and to the extent that you will become even more cruel because you feel like your partner should understand your schedule, your time, and everything else that you're going through, and whatever it is that you're doing, it is for your family. But that's wrong. You want a one-sided relationship. Also try to understand their feelings. Okay, now if you're still going to be close-minded, then I feel like your partner is ready to walk away. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Guardian of Emotion, Two of Abundance, Ten of Abundance. You are already, your financial future, it's already secured. It's going to come to you. But be a little bit grateful, to people who have supported you before. Guardian of Emotion, the situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous humanitarian and a refined person whom you can completely depend on. I feel like this is your partner. This could be a reference to these characteristics within yourself. Two of Abundance, life may be feeling a little bit out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. Ten of Abundance, heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You have taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong. You should be very proud. You will be providing a stable future for your family and for your kids. Okay? But don't turn down the person who's been counting on you. Anyway, that's it for you for this month, Aquarius. If you want to talk to me live on the phone or live via calls, just go and visit me at my website, it's sophiaangel.net, and register there as a free member, okay? Live video and live phone, those are two different modules. So if you have any service-related inquiries, please don't hesitate to chat with our client service specialist and IT support. All right, blessings to you and have a great month of April.